What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update and related news information. And as you probably know, Joe Biden has been declared the winner of the presidential election race. At least if you, I don't even want to say believe the media because that is kind of what's happening. But I just want to say that I'm not pro Trump, I'm not pro Biden, and I feel like I never have been. Sometimes I'll say things that lean one way, hey, you did a good job. Sometimes I'll say you did a bad job. A lot of people are very upset that Trump lost. Okay. And then there's a lot of very people that are upset that Biden won. And it's just, unfortunately, it's just the way the world is. So we're going to get through this together. Don't worry. I really feel like we're a family here. I get comments that say, I hate you. You're saying Trump lost. I'm again, it's not me personally. It's just what's happening. Now, there is going to be the lawsuits. President Donald Trump is going to try to challenge this. There is a glimmer of hope there if you're a Donald Trump fan or pro Donald Trump. But honestly, the lawsuits that President Donald Trump has been filing have not been going well for him. I do think he's going to try to challenge some to the Supreme Court. And I think there is some glimmer of hope there because of, President Donald Trump personally appointing 3 Supreme Court justices there, 6 out of the 9 of them being Republican. But at this point, he's got a lot to overturn if he wants to win this election. And I mean, at this point, pretty much everybody is reporting that Joe Biden has won the election. You only need 270 to win. He's currently at 290. These are Google results. This is CNN. I don't know if that's, let me refresh that here. So CNN has him at 279. Strangely enough, Fox News has him at 290. And, the difference here is just which states they're considering actual wins and which states they're still considering up for grabs. President Donald Trump needed to win all these states on the East Coast, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. And he's losing Pennsylvania by 35,000 votes with 99% reporting. And he's also losing Georgia with about 10,000 votes behind with 99% reporting also. And he's also losing Nevada with 88% reporting. He's now losing that by about 30,000 votes. President Donald Trump needs to win every single one of these states to reverse enough here to win. And at this point, it's just looking very unlikely to have all these states have enough votes counted invalid to make him the winner. So just remember, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you are pro Trump. Obviously, if you're pro Biden, you're excited, you're happy. Unfortunately, the way this country is that we're 50-50. I mean, 50% of the people want a Republican and 50% of the people want a Democrat. I'm personally not upset either way because I don't really look at things black and white like that. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I mean, when Obama was there, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. When Trump came in, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And now that Biden's in there, he's gonna be coming in there. I'm gonna try to give him the benefit of the doubt. If anything, I personally think Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell have done worse for our country than any of those last 3 presidents. If anything, this country's been so divided. I mean, we did go from a Democratic president in Obama to a Republican president in Trump to now a Democratic president in Biden. So if anything, if you're all Republican or all Democrat, at least we've kind of taken turns here and we've made each side a little bit happy. It hasn't been like we've just been all Democrat for 20 years or all Republican for 20 years. But either way, guys, we will get this. We will get through this together as a family. I truly do feel like we're a family together. Don't send me hate comments because I say that Trump has lost the election. I'm just reporting you the data. However, with that being said, President Donald Trump says today, I won this election by a lot. So President Donald Trump is, he's going to be combating this as much as possible here. On his Twitter, he says that he had 71 million legal votes, the most ever for a sitting president. And he also said the observers were not allowed into the counting rooms. I won the election. I got 71 million legal votes. Bad things happened to our observers who were not allowed to see. Never happened before. Millions of mail in ballots were sent to people who never asked for them. Okay, so with that being said, I'm here with my beautiful wife, Laurel. She's been in a lot of kidney pain lately. A lot of people have been asking where you have been.
Mostly in bed at night with a child trying to keep him quiet while this one films. And
And
in turn, I get a child jumping all over me, which is really great when you're in pain.
So, with the future of stimulus now, with Joe Biden as the new president coming in, what do you think is going to happen? Obviously, I know that you follow this as much as me. Laurel brings up a lot of our research, so
I mean, I definitely think he's going to put out a decent amount of stimulus.
what do you think about the Democrats wanting more stimulus than the Republicans in the past few months? Where do you think that leads us to going forward?
I think that's going to lead to, well, it all depends on what happens with the Senate and the House. Who is the majority?
So, let's say the Republicans retain the House. What do you think happens?
There's going to be a lot. I mean, makes me nervous because, one of them will pass it in their caucus and then they send it to the House or the Senate to approve it and they don't approve it.
But you got to remember that even with a divided House and Senate, they have passed 4 stimulus packages already. And how much of it do you think was
Well,
political
yeah,
jockeying before the elections?
hopefully the reason why everything never made it to the president to sign was because of the election stuff. So hopefully now that
Because of Nancy Pelosi. I
so
still laugh about when President Trump said that. How come you haven't passed more stimulus? Because of Nancy Pelosi.
that's the one thing about Trump. Love him or hate him, that man says what's on all of our minds. He got no filter. If he don't like you, he's letting you know. And that takes a lot of balls.
And then there's me. Like I say, hey, Joe Biden has more than
You
270
report
electoral
the
votes.
news.
We hate you. How could you say this? It's like, guys, I'm not like, I'm not bashing on anybody. I'm just reporting to you the data.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's hard to be in the public light sometimes because, man, just the comments you get sometimes just for
You
saying.
have to sometimes not read them.
You say anything one way or the other, and it's just like, oh, I knew you were a Democrat. And then, like, literally the same video I'll get, I knew you were a Republican. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh.
You're just an American, just like the rest of you.
I really don't see things in Democrat or Republican. I have friends. I posted this on my Facebook wall before the election. I said, there's going to be a lot of people out there going crazy when this election was up for debate. All my like really Republican friends are going crazy. All my really Democratic friends are going crazy. And it's like, whoever wins, the other side can't possibly picture it. Like the world's going to end. And I feel like everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When we went from Obama to Trump, and now we go from Trump to Biden, do you feel like your life's any different based
No.
on like the president?
No,
I mean,
not really.
I feel the same way. I feel like, yes, they're the president, but does it really affect your life personally that much?
No.
I feel like they're going to make some policy changes, change a tax law here or there if they can, you know. But I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of people get too
Worked up.
upset, too worked up about a lot of this stuff. So if you're hating life right now because Trump lost, you'll be okay.
And I have heard he's might be running again in 2024.
Man, you stole my video idea.
Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna have that as another video coming out, but the cat's out of the bag. But I have heard that President Donald Trump, if he loses, which I mean we're going down that path now, I'll get a hate comment on that one too. If he loses, that he might be running again in 2024. And I mean honestly, that's a real possibility because if he wins the Republican polling and he becomes the number one Republican candidate, we might do all this again in 4 years. Which personally,
hopefully we're not dealing with the virus then.
this is your this is your 12th stimulus update for January 2024. I'm sure by then our YouTube channel will be focusing on something else. I get a lot of people. I had someone say that, I really feel like you're a part of our lives, and we're gonna miss you when stimulus is over. Don't worry, guys. We're not gonna be going anywhere. We have lots of video ideas going forward. Be talking about a lot of financial things, what's going on with the world, just basically wherever this channel happens to shift to, we'll still be here. We'll still be making videos. So we really consider a lot of you guys family. But I personally think that now that the election's gone, that stimulus is actually in a good place.
Yes.
Because literally the first thing Mitch McConnell said, and I was shocked that Mitch McConnell said this. I mean, Mitch, aka better have my money. Mitch the Grinch, people call him.
But somehow he won by 80%, right?
So did Nancy Pelosi.
So all those people chanting Mitch better have my money.
Yeah, you're right. They
changed their tune.
I know. It's I don't know. I don't get it. But I thought they were going to win. But I think that now the election's over, I think that our chances for stimulus actually went up because I feel like there was a lot of people that didn't want to pass it because of the election. And now that that's over,
which honestly is terrible. Like,
you're right.
The
absolutely.
election has nothing to do with taking care of the people in this country who need it the most right now.
And the problem is that so many people have lost their jobs because of this pandemic. 1 out of 6 small businesses has lost their job because of this virus. That's not their fault.
No.
And honestly,
it's not anyone's fault.
It's
China's.
President Trump cracks me up sometimes.
He does.
Man. Why? Whose fault? Nancy Pelosi and China. But I'll tell you, man, with our virus cases right now, what was it? Yesterday was 130,000.
Yeah, that's not good.
Dude, we did the first lockdown at 30,000 cases per day. Now we're at 130. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think that lockdown was done in the hopes that we could eradicate it, and it didn't work.
But that Biden's more pro-lockdown
than
Trump was. So, I mean, I guess that will make a difference with the president change because honestly, a second lockdown is I mean, I don't think so first of all, it doesn't really come from the president, although they can say that it comes on the state level.
Yeah. The governor.
But man, I don't see how we can have a second lockdown. With 130,000 cases per day?
Yeah.
Experts are saying we're gonna hit 200,000 cases per day.
That's terrible.
I don't see how do we, unless we just consider it the flu and people are just going to get it and they're just going to die.
That's not a good way to go about it.
Well, what's the solution?
People actually need to wear their masks. Whether they think it works or not, you wear your mask for others.
Half the people out in the country don't even believe in masks. I think that's really the biggest problem with our country is that you can't get everybody to agree on anything. You 50% don't agree with it. It's just no matter what. I don't like
wearing it, but I wear it to protect others and my parents and his parents and elderly people. And
a mask is better than a lockdown.
I wear it for other people.
But man, at this point, I really don't see how we can't have another shutdown. I mean, we're seeing shutdowns in Europe. We're seeing shutdowns in New York. We're seeing shutdowns in New Jersey. We're seeing shutdowns in Texas.
Apparently, there's some issue in with a Danish mink farm too. I read, and there's some sort of mutation, and they're trying to figure out.
Yeah, the virus mutated, and the minks have it, and they're gonna put over 10 million of them to sleep.
Ew, poor little weasels. I love weasels.
2020, man. Listen,
it's a bad year.
You just gotta keep hope. Listen, we as humans, as Americans, we've been through worse. I mean, think about all the past wars we've been through, and it's just we're resilient people. I really feel like
we just have to hunker down and push through.
Absolutely, because at the core of of humanity and our ideals, I really feel like we'll be looking at this year a few years from now and be like,
That sucks, but we made it through.
yeah,
And now we're
absolutely.
smarter and better off for it,
Yeah.
right?
Tell them when we were in Hawaii and you were pregnant
Oh,
and you were worried about the Zika
Zika.
virus,
Yeah, that was fun.
which affected pregnant women.
Yeah, it would cause birth defects and stuff. I was scared about that for sure.
And then tell them how you almost caught Ebola.
Oh no. So my girlfriend got married right around the time that like Ebola was starting to break out in the US. And I went to we all had our bridesmaids dresses from this one store in Akron, Ohio. And apparently one of the girls that had caught the Ebola flew to Cleveland and went to this bridal store like 2 or 3 days before we were supposed to pick up our dresses. And I was horrified that I was gonna catch Ebola. What if the lady, used a pen and then gave it to the seamstress, and then the seamstress is using the same pen, and then she's touching my dress, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to get Ebola and die. Lo and behold, I'm still here. Nothing happened. But it's scary when that kind of stuff that you only see in movies happens to you or in your town.
But I think at the end of the day, the message should be, and the message in your heart should be, is that we're going to get through this.
Hmm.
Because honestly, what's the ulterior thinking that
There is no other
the world
choice.
the world's going to end? I mean, you can't think that way because it's not healthy for you.
Mm-mm.
You gotta. This is how I've been my whole life, and this is how I've been successful in my different businesses, and I feel like I've raised a good family, and all those good things. By the way, we need to talk about what happened today real quick. Just think positive because thinking positive is much more healthy for you and it puts you on a good path. Thinking negative does nothing good for anybody. So, what happened today, Laurel?
We finally got Julian baptized today. And it was a long time coming. We've been wanting to do it forever, but just the way the dice rolled and the cookie crumbled, we
And the
just never
virus and
never could get it done.
churches weren't even open,
Mhm. And when he
So
was little, we didn't want to take him out too young. And then once he was not so little anymore, then he was very difficult, and we knew he wouldn't be able to sit through any kind of service whatsoever. And then the virus hit, and then we're like, okay, we'll wait till the virus gets better.
no, you wait until we crush the virus.
And the virus never did get better, so we're
Wait,
like,
you mean that we didn't crush the virus?
I didn't want to crush the virus. That is correct.
That's why we didn't get stimulus because you didn't want to crush the virus.
That woman is something else, I swear.
That's why she says the White House didn't pass stimulus because they didn't want to crush the
Oh,
virus.
that
If
lady.
if only they wanted to crush the virus, we'd be talking about the third stimulus check now. It's funny now that the election's over. Now she wants to talk about passing two stimulus checks, one now and one after the
She
new
will
year.
be lucky if she gets anything close to the deal that she wanted. She's got no leverage now.
Well, I don't know if I'd agree with that.
I don't think she does.
I think that Mitch wants to pass stimulus and thinks she wants to pass stimulus. That's your House and Senate. I
Right.
don't think Trump is going to say no to passing a bill because
But it
although
has to get through the Senate.
Mitch McConnell wants stimulus.
Yeah, but he's not going to want to sign her $3 trillion,
Well,
$2 trillion package.
Yeah, but
They should have just taken the 1.9 from the White House.
I agree with that. I think they should have because then we would have stimulus out now. We'd
Mm-hmm.
have unemployment out now. And then in January,
Mm-hmm.
they could work on another one, which is actually what she wants. But of course, she didn't want to do it before the election. So post some pictures right here, right now on the screen of the baptism,
Baptism.
so people can see. Tell them what we told little Julian. What was going to happen.
So I told them that we were going to have a little party for him today, and that they were going to put a little bit of magic water on him that would protect him.
He's 2 years old, so I mean he's
Yeah.
kind of like okay.
Yeah, and your boy did not like the water on his head. He hates when I even wash his hair.
Tell them what he said to Nana.
My mom was looking at pictures that we took of the day, and he, as you'll see, was not very happy with the water on his head, and he told Nana, "I didn't want it.
I don't want the
I don't
Wawa.
want it."
But we told him it was special Wawa that would always protect him in his
Mm,
life.
yep.
So just remember, God's here for us. I know we're having a bad year, but we've, like she said, we've been through the Zika virus and the
Mhm.
H1N1, and Laurel herself almost caught Zika and Ebola.
Yeah.
And I know that people do catch all these things, but you just got to have a positive mentality and think positive, because if you just go down that negativity route, your life won't be any better. And again, you only have one life to live. I firmly believe in that motto, and I think about that motto all the time. You only have one life to live. Make it your best. Think your best. Do your best. And at the end of it, you'll look back, look at your children, and be like, you know what? Life was pretty good.
Mhm.
At least that's what I think. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below if you haven't, so you don't miss out on new videos coming out. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.